Hello and welcome back to the channel. So I say I'm back. Back from what? Where was I? And did anybody even know I was gone? Well, this time each year, usually into February, March, April, that is the time of year that my wife and I will take a vacation because it is the hottest time in Thailand and it is the smoky season. So it's the perfect time to get away from Thailand and go somewhere else. This is why I did not have any videos about the big earthquake when it happened here in Thailand. I wasn't here. I had lots of messages, people asking me if we're okay and everything, but we weren't here, so that is why we didn't have any video about the earthquake. So where were we? We went to 3 different countries. The first country we went to was the Netherlands. So we just got here in the Netherlands and we are actually in our son's car. There's Kendall. Except we're not driving right now. As you can see, there's no hands on the wheel because we're being towed. We're actually in the car being towed by a tow truck right now. We just got here, got off the plane, got picked up. We're probably 5 to 10 minutes down the road and blew a tire, and of course, no spare, so yay. And we were there because we have a new grandchild, was born in February, and we wanted to go visit him. His name is Jack. So we visited our family for about a week in the Netherlands. They live in the Rotterdam area, so we got to see, I've never been to the Netherlands before. It's a beautiful country, really enjoyed the time there. Even though I've heard that it rains a lot and it's really cold, well, we got a break because it was absolutely beautiful the whole time we were there. After that, we went to another country that I have not been to before, which will lead me into my next video we'll do. And that is the country of Portugal. Now, Portugal is a country that a lot of people who are looking to retire or digital nomads or whatever, that is one of the countries on a lot of people's radar because of the affordability. So we went there and I got to go to Lisbon. Lisbon, I didn't know anything about it, to be quite honest, and I absolutely fell in love with the capital. It was really nice. It was very European looking, and I really had a great time there. We only spent like maybe 2 days there. Then we went to Porto, again, not knowing what to expect. Porto was amazing. It was just beautiful. I will say it was rather expensive because it was the tourist area, but the place is phenomenal and I can't say enough good things about it. If that is a country that's on your radar, you may want to definitely check that out if you haven't been there before because the place is beautiful. So my upcoming video is going to be a comparison between Thailand and Portugal. So make sure you do see that video. And again, those 2 countries couldn't be any different from one another, but it is always good to see all of your options when you're deciding where you want to live in a country other than your own. Now, if you know Thailand real well, you'll know that it is almost time for Songkran. As a matter of fact, let's see, today is a Sunday, right before the week of Songkran, and businesses are already closed. People are already in vacation mode. At night, you already got partying going on. The forecast here right now is rain, rain, rain. It's supposed to be raining right now, but instead we have a beautiful, sunny, beautiful day. So hey, but it is supposed to be rainy. Now, I will not be covering Songkran this year. I've covered it in years in the past, and everyone's squirting you with water. It's very hard to do a video, and it's gonna look just like it did last year, where you're going around with a GoPro and people are just pounding you with water. And yeah, so I'm gonna let somebody else do that this year. I'm gonna skip that one. Now, I think Songkran's cool, don't get me wrong. But, and I've said this before in another video, let me give you the reality of it versus your expectation, that thing. First of all, don't stay in Old City, because if you stay in Old City, this is what's going to happen, because this is what I did last time. Stayed in Old City, great. You go outside of the hotel and everyone starts dousing you with water. You throw water back at them. Everything's great. You're having a good time. No big deal. Great day. You go back to your hotel because you want to change clothes, dry off, have a good lunch or have a good dinner, whatever time it is for you. As soon as you walk back out of that hotel, you're dry and everyone is going to nail you with water all over again. So you cannot do one thing in Old City without being soaking wet. It's very aggravating. It's great when you want to get wet, but when you want to stay dry, forget it. You're going to get nailed for a week straight. So that's one of the reasons why I'm staying out of that area this year. During the week of Songkran, if you are living here in Thailand and you want to get anything official done, or actually, forget that. If you want to get anything done in the week of Songkran, you can just forget it for the most part. There's exceptions, of course, to everything. However, business is shut down, and I don't care, even if you're ordering food, it's harder to find a delivery driver because everyone's on vacation. Even getting your online Lazada orders, if you're not familiar with what Lazada is, it's a website here in Thailand. I'll compare it to, let's say, Amazon, where you order all your stuff. Even those orders get slower. Everything slows down during Songkran. So make sure you don't have any pressing legal issues or visa issues that you need to take care of that year. These bugs are driving me crazy. By the way, you know how I've always told you when it comes to the visas that things are always changing? Well, if you haven't seen in the news, they've already changed the visa stay, the easy one to get, from 60 days back to 30 days. What it took them like a month or a month and a half to change their mind. Things change on a dime. If there's ever one thing I can tell you to take from all these videos you watch about Thailand, is that things change here quickly. Sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. But unfortunately, when it is for the good, you're just counting the days before it changes back to the other way again, which isn't so good. So it's just one of those things where it's a country of constant change and is something that you will need to get used to. So if you're wanting to know if you're planning on visiting Thailand here in the next couple of months, to give you a refresher on what the seasons are like, because this is kind of a pivotal point. We're in the month of April. So the first half of April is usually super hot, super smoky, terrible time to be here. However, from about the 15th through the end of April is when the smoke starts tapering away, the rains come back, and things are progressing to a more hospitable climate here in Thailand. So if you're here in May, you're going to have great weather. You're going to see that the leaves are starting to turn green again. Things are becoming lush again and beautiful. And you're going to have an occasional rainstorm, but that's about it. And then we go into the rainy season. There is a bug trying to get in my ear. If you are one of the people who are looking to move, relocate here to Thailand, make sure you check out our step-by-step guide to moving to Thailand, to where you can successfully complete everything you need to do in your home country to move successfully here to Thailand with the least amount of stress. There is a link down in the description, so make sure you check that out. There are links to things. It answers 99% of the questions you're going to have, the big questions about relocating here to Thailand. So check that out. So that's all I have for you in this video. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you feel so inclined, buy us a coffee. We'd really appreciate it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, I'm going to end this by saying thank you in Thai, which is Khap Khun Khap.